Welcome to the True Love Secrets Revealed online summit. Today we have the immense pleasure to interview Helena Summer. I know I'm butchering her name, like I'm butchering everybody's names. She is a love coach and dating coach and relationship coach. And I would like her to introduce herself because nobody better to do that than her. So
Yeah. Hey, Natalia. I'm Helena Summer. I've been doing relationships since 2001. So it's been a long time. And as you talk about navigating modern dating,
right.
things have changed. Internet has changed dating. The modern times, COVID, women's power, so
Right.
many things have changed. And I watched that in my history. And I remember having some clients that I helped them in dating. Then I helped them going through marriage, and now they have children that I'm helping their children. And it's
Aww.
always a different pattern, not a pattern, but a different style of dating. So I'm so grateful that you are doing this summit because the modern dating, we need to be updated. We
Right.
could not read one book back in 2005 and think we know everything. So
Right.
this is fresh information that you are offering to the world. I'm so grateful for it. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness, our pleasure. So that is fascinating that you have been doing this since 2001. So how do you think, what are the biggest things that you have seen changing in the dating?
Woman's confidence. um, there was a time when men had natural approach, and all woman needed to do was plant herself somewhere, look pretty, and signal I'm available with her smile.
Right.
And the smile should not just be, but stay smiling, be present. But now everybody is on iPad, iPhones, everybody is on something, and people don't have much of eye contact. So
Mm.
what is now happening? Women are often frustrated because I need somebody to hug me and be with me. So they go and approach men.
Mm.
And they approach men in the same way men used to approach them. Hey, can I get your number?
What's up?
So they are trying to get their feminine need fulfilled by acting masculine.
Right.
And that messes up with the polarity. And then when a man shows up later on a date or something, there is so much conflict with who pays and how do we go from there and how do we have sex. And now younger women are so proud of their body count. I basically just learned that recently. I didn't even know what body count means.
Right.
For you ladies who don't know,
It
it means
used
how
to be
many.
a shame. Oh my God,
Of
for
course,
in my
it's
time.
not even a shame. Like nobody should ever know. Like
Right.
you should be ashamed for asking that question. Like you ask me that question, right? But because our energy has changed so much, we are mixing so much. We try to be feminine, we try to be cute, girly, but in approach we are so masculine.
Right.
And then we get these men that we don't like or we
Right.
cannot respect, and it's a big mess. Through the years has been a big mess. If you ask your grandmother, if you ask any older woman, very different dating advice because it was a different world. So it's
Right.
really important to be up to date with what's going on and up to your truth,
Right.
that you
Right.
can be who you are regardless of how crazy the world can be.
That's awesome. So, how come you think this is happening? That these young women or women in general right now, they have this masculine energy to go out on dating, and how can they change it, or maybe a better question would be, how do they know if they are using that approach? Because sometimes they don't even know. They just my experience is that they feel the results, they feel the pain, the frustration of, I am intimidating men, or men that are, high quality men are only interested in arm candy, or there are not any good men available, and all those things, as you and I know very well with all my love, are limiting beliefs, are things that that we believe, and then we find evidence outside. So how can these women really, really see if this is a pattern that they are trapped in?
Mhm. That's a great question. It's not something we can answer in 20 minutes, but
Right.
it's definitely something to sit with and ponder. Prior to internet,
Mm-hmm.
we used to, I remember as a child, I learned alphabet because of encyclopedia.
Uh-huh.
Nobody even know what is encyclopedia anymore. We don't touch those books. So we don't know how to sit and be present with something, sit and be present with self.
Right.
Whenever anybody has a pain, in the good old times, you go to a girlfriend, you cry alone, you pray, you figure it out, you do some art or something to help yourself. And now you numb your pain with internet, screen.
Thank you for bringing up that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Helena.
We are numbing the pain. And then when the pain goes so much that you really want this pain to be soothed with a hug or another human, you don't have human skills.
Right.
You don't know how to, number one, feel yourself,
Mm.
express yourself, share yourself, soothe yourself, and honor yourself. So that
Mm.
when you are dating, you are being you instead of copying men or copying some tough chicks who are, oh, my body count is 700. Ha ha, I'm so tough. Thinking that's some kind of accomplishment.
Right.
You see? So it's really important to do what I call intermittent screen fasting.
Okay.
Like,
Love it.
like if you sleep with your phone, and the first thing you do, you touch your phone when you wake up, I guarantee you will have dating problems. I guarantee you will have marriage problems.
Right.
100%. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but very soon, because what you are showing is your inability to be with yourself, to claim the day, to grow you, to value the importance of your relationship with
Mm.
your stretching, with your workout, with your body, with your God, with your meditation, whatever you do, nothing is important.
Right.
Zombie. So when men treat you according to the energy you shine, which is, I don't matter, I don't know myself, then
Mm.
don't be surprised.
Right.
Today's beauty of today's dating is that if you have hard time finding good quality man, every woman has the same problem, right? Like
Right.
it's a pattern along the whole generation.
Absolutely. And along cities, it's so funny that women said, my city, whatever that, LA, Las Vegas, Miami.
Yes, but
This is a
the thing
horrible
is, the
feeling.
bigger the city, the more likely you will have problems.
How
It's
come?
not just because, oh, you have millions of people here, where is my one man?
Right.
Bigger the city, it's okay. The secret of dating apps,
Right.
they
Listen
are
up,
not
ladies. The secret of dating apps. Bring it.
dating apps are not designed for you to find a person. They are not. They are designed for you to stay on the app, because
Mm.
app wants your eyeballs, and it
Right.
offers you that option. Oh, look, there is
Right.
endless number of perfect opportunities, telling you that, telling men that. So we
Right.
just stuck hoping. We live in hope.
Right.
We live in belief. Oh, there will be somebody else. I don't need to learn skills of
Right.
sharing, skills of love, skills of respect.
Right.
You see? So the apps are sucking your life.
Right.
And then you get frustrated and you
Right.
don't know why.
So
It's
the
the new
key is to
growth.
understand that we are using a tool. Well, I'm not dating, but that it's a tool to use, but we have to use it intelligently, knowing that it's supposed to keep us there. That's how it's a business. It's a business, and so that's very, very important. Very,
And
very.
it's supposed to keep men there.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates this endless competition and endless hope there is more out there.
Right.
So it's kind of like addictive energy. And
Right.
it's very important to understand that, because then you know it's not my fault.
Right.
And ladies, it's not your fault. It's not. There's
Right.
so many elements to contribute to our modern dating. But to
Right.
answer your question, what do we do then? You gain understanding. The problem is most women, they want to get progress. Okay, I swipe and then we go on a date and then we go on 5 dates and then we go on 20 dates and then we get engaged and then we get married, da, da, da. And a day before wedding, he breaks up with me. So all of this that I did, I have to drop down and start from zero. If you try to get progress, this may be at some point you will be at zero. After 3 dates, 3 months, 3 years, you will be back at zero. But if you don't look for progress, if you seek understanding,
Right.
you are building you. Number one, understanding. Apps, dating apps are designed to keep me on the app.
Right.
So now, as an intelligent, wise woman who wants to have a husband and a family, what do I do about that? You see?
Right.
Modern woman, oh, body count and whatever, that's designed to cheapen my self-respect.
Yes.
And the cheaper I am, the easier it will be to believe I have a guy, but it will really drain you and drop. If you are hot, level 10, your
Right.
whole energetic hotness will drop, drop, drop. So that's seeking understanding. Okay, I understand apps. I understand how dating works. I understand the modern body counts and all of this. I understand looking like an arm candy and it's all about my beauty versus having both. Actually, we don't need both. We need 3 things: beauty, brains, and behavior. Not just beauty, not just brains, because
Right.
neither is alone sexy enough. But even to refine that, it's not even beauty, brains, and behavior, it's magnetic energy,
Right.
magnetism.
Mm-hmm.
And it's instead of your beauty, because beauty is fake. Magnetic is that energy that she is just regular, but she is special.
Right.
That's
Yes.
when you make him weak in his knees.
That is so important, and it's such a delicate subject because talking about beauty and all, it can be a delicate subject, touchy, but we are putting so much emphasis right now on the way we look, and I believe it has a lot to do with all the social media, even with the pictures that people are putting on the dating apps that have filters and
And the positions are now, before it used to be sexy, was just like a beautiful woman. And now it's like all boobs everywhere and faces. And it's like, but that's when the things come: beauty, brains, and behavior.
right.
If you don't look at your beauty as much as you cultivate your magnetism.
Right. And
Even
that's
when
the
you
part
get older, that's the energy, right? And if you don't
correct.
cultivate your brains, but mindset.
Right.
Oh, I'm an educated, I have a PhD, and I need a man who at least has blah, blah, blah degree. That's not a mindset.
Right.
It's a educational degree that blocks
Right.
you from having man.
Absolutely.
Mindset is more important than brains,
Right.
And more important than behavior is your self manners, that you can control yourself.
Right.
That you
So
know
how do we develop? Can you talk a little bit about that mindset that you're mentioning that is more important than looks?
No.
What do you exactly mean with that?
The mindset is not more important than looks. The magnetism,
Okay.
more important than looks.
Okay.
Mindset is more important than brains, than education.
Okay. Okay. So let's do it again so I don't get it wrong.
So which one you want me to talk about?
Let's stop for it. I will edit that out so I don't have
It's
to.
all right.
It's the beauty of so that's wonderful. Thank you, Helena. So how do we develop that magnetism? How can we cultivate that as women?
Yes. So first, you need to seek it. Like I said, seek understanding. So look in your life, your daily life. Have you ever seen a really magnetically attractive woman who doesn't have a worldly beauty as much as insta beauty? Somebody you really want to be around,
Yeah.
somebody you really feel good, somebody who just always brings some softness, has a really beautiful voice, or there is energy around that person. If you have seen that, that means your mind is open. Don't try to build it in you until you know, oh, I find that connection. If you don't find that connection, you are too much on your phone. You are too much on the screen. You are feeding your brain only Hollywood fantasy.
Right.
So when you know, I know there is one lady in a grocery store here. She is glowing. She's so friendly and smiling. She wears no makeup. She's maybe 60. She's absolutely divine. And I always tell her, her name is Diane. We became friends. I'm like, you are so delicious. Tell me about your life. Why are you like that?
I love it.
Because it's very important to cultivate self. And she said,
Mhm.
oh, nothing special. I don't have anything special. And as we talk more, she actually has a very hygienic habits that I
Oh.
come first
Mhm.
before anybody else in the morning because she had cancer when she
Oh.
was around 30. And that's when she learned self-care.
Mm.
And it became her lifestyle.
Right.
I
Right.
must take care of me to survive.
Right.
And now she doesn't have cancer, she's fine. But self care was not a trend, it became a lifestyle.
Right.
Ask these women about them, and you will see definitely self care will always be one of the top three. Another one will be example of somebody else.
Mm. Yeah.
Another one will be, should I call it claiming or courage to let yourself wear things that you think are too much.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Oh my God, I could never wear a dress. How many women don't wear dresses?
Yes.
Oh my God. And once you start, there is some kind of wild animal in you that comes and you start wearing them all the time.
Right. We move differently. Even if we're wearing a skirt,
Yes.
we sit
Here,
differently.
yes.
We just,
Heels, a
yes.
little bit of makeup. Put some work.
Yes.
Show to yourself that you matter. Not because you want to be Insta beauty, but because you want to be connected to you. And
Right.
the process of connection, if you do it with the
Right.
it will show there will be certain magnetic energy around you.
Right.
Another way is you really need to learn when to say no.
Mm.
And most often in conversations, you will see 3, 4 women talking, and one really needs to go to the bathroom. But no, because Jenny is talking, I have to listen. But I need to go. Okay, Mary is talking, I have to listen. And then when she is talking, she wants to talk, but she has to go.
Right.
And she's disregarding her own needs. And that's what shrinks your energetic field. And you
Right.
want to increase your field. Like, I'm going to excuse you, my friends. I'll be back in a second.
Right. And you know what's funny? That probably her friends are going to wait for her. Because isn't that what we do? Okay, we'll wait for you. We'll talk about
Or
something else.
maybe they need to go too.
Yes.
Like a great idea. Women have
Right.
very quiet relationship with their biological needs. until there is biological need to have a child. That's when they explode.
Or until you become a runner or a triathlete like me. Once you are a long distance runner, all your biological needs are on the table because you are running for hours. So, it's, I haven't had kids, so there are other ways to
Yes.
do
So
that.
if you are running in the middle of the marathon and you need to go to the bathroom, what do?
I stop. Well, are you asking me? Probably I'm not the best person because I have no shame on my game.
Thank you.
I go. If I know there is a bathroom up front, because usually if it's there are bathrooms, I wait to the bathroom. And if there are not, like I have done 100 miles where sometimes you run for 20 miles stretches in the middle of the mountains without bathroom, I pee behind a tree.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
I lived in Hawaii and know a lot of triathletes, and they all said, "Oh, I just poop in my pants."
Well, yeah, I have never
poop
done
and
that,
run.
but I know I have friends that have done it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I'm not saying poop in your pants on a date, but I'm
No.
saying know your body's needs and honor them.
Right.
One of the needs most women don't honor, it's a sleep.
How come? Because of the kids or?
Everybody wants me, I need something, or I get so disconnected from myself, what I call evacuation, that I'm just working at night or doing mindless stuff, and I'm in front of screen, and oh, I have to sleep. Oh, I forgot.
Oh my God.
Women don't get enough sleep, and it's all self-made.
Wow. Yes, I haven't heard about that. Yes, and sleeping is super, super important. So what else have you discovered? So not pretty much self-care. You are talking about self-care at a very basic biological survival level. We are not talking about a day at the spa. We are talking about
No, that's grooming. Grooming is not a self-care. Getting your nails done, you can be complete angry. Somebody will do your nails and you just angry. You hate all men in the world, but you have nails. Grooming is not necessarily self-care. Sometimes could be for a woman who is scrubbing the floor all day long and putting herself super low.
right.
They're like, ooh, Princess Day. But this is just grooming, hair, teeth. Oh, I do self-care. I brush my teeth. No, that's not self-care. No, self-care is activity that you do that either makes you smile, makes you relax, makes you enjoy, makes you radiate.
That's beautiful. What is your favorite? You look so radiant and so beautiful. You are really a beautiful example of what you talk. You walk your talk. I definitely see that. So, what is your favorite self care thing?
My favorite is what I call gold digging.
Okay, gold digging.
I dig for the gold. Yeah, it's
Okay.
not what you think.
No,
I've been through war. I was a war refugee. I had past a lot of trauma in my past, lots of losses, lots of death. I became a nun at 16.
I saw that on your
Yes. So
website.
my whole life was very intense. So I see how life is easy
Right.
in America,
Right. I can
or
attest
when
to
there is
that.
no war. So I have a lot of appreciation for so many things. Look at my plants.
I know. I have been admiring your plants all this time. You are talking, and I'm like,
Yes.
I love her
I
plants.
love my plants. I
Yeah.
have here, there, everywhere.
That actually is my favorite plant ever. We call it sandalia in Spanish or sandal
Yes.
in, I don't know the name in English,
Yeah.
but it's,
In Latin is Monstera deliciosa.
oh,
Delicious
like
monster.
you, deliciosa.
Delicious monster. That's my plant. You see, for me, I am counting the blessings,
Right,
digging the gold, because everything you do with yourself or with men, when you dig the gold, what do
right.
you find? Mud.
Mm.
Mud. Everywhere is mud. Oh, this person did that. News said this person, nobody loves me.
Right.
You can
So
find
much.
mud about every date, every man, It's mud is everywhere.
Right.
But if you dig for the gold, you have to train your brain to find something good about that person.
Beautiful.
Personal dating strategy was, if I don't find 3 incredibly good things that I appreciate about this man, I
Right.
have to go on a second date, even if I don't like him.
Wow, that's awesome. Love
Because I needed to train me. Who's going to train me? I'm going to be a princess? Oh, I want a tall, dark, and handsome Italian millionaire who will love me and want to have my children.
Right.
No, I am common denominator of my life.
Right.
Personal responsibility.
I know.
So I would go on a date with everyone, short man, big man, tall man, the broke man, Lamborghini driving man, all kinds of men. But I have to find 3 golds. If I don't find the gold, I have to go on another date with a man I don't like.
Well, that's motivating to find gold.
Yes. And I remember one man. Can I tell you a story?
Absolutely. Love stories. I have so many questions I want to ask you, but I don't want to interrupt you.
Thank you. So he was late on a date.
Okay.
We met in a coffee shop. He was late. He came. I lived in Hawaii at the time. So he came in a flip-flops, nails, his toenails didn't look really clean, shorts, kind of t-shirt that was not ironed, it just looked weird. And he said he came by bus.
Mm.
He didn't buy me a drink or anything in a coffee shop, but he gave me half of his half-eaten. He already ate half of, there were bite marks on the sandwich.
Okay.
He was shorter than me, probably 15 years older than me. And he was looking at me like, oh, you are goddess, you are goddess. You know, when a man gives you his balls on a platter and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do with you? And I'm like, my Lord, I have to see him again. I have to find the gold. And I put
Helena, find something right there and then.
I found the beautiful gold.
You
And
did.
of course, you have to, in my game, I had to tell the gold. And I
Okay.
said to him, Koa was his name. I said, Koa, I'm seriously looking for a husband. And out of all the men I have met, and I've been seeing men a lot, like many a week. I said, out of all these men, you are the most generous man. He was looking. I said, this piece of this sandwich, it's probably his all-day meal. He gave me whatever is that percentage of his income. He
Right.
wanted to share that. And I told him, I didn't mention the money, of course, but I said, you're the most generous man. You wanted to share what was already yours. And I said, I know how it is when you start eating, you just want to finish it because you get used to flavors, but you have control and you stopped yourself to share something with me. What a beautiful generosity and thinking of me. And then he'd look at me and his eyes started shaking and crying. And then I dig the gold out of there. And you actually are able to hear me. To not put the armor, I'm the best, or not to put I'm a crybaby boy face, but you are actually hearing me and connecting to me and listening. And he felt seen, he felt heard, and he himself said, yes, I know we are not a right match. You are way above my league, but you give me hope that women are not crazy, that women are good. And I said, I apologize for my sisters. Whatever any woman did, I apologize. Most of us don't even know what we are doing.
Right. Right.
But I honor you, I respect you. And we parted in a beautiful way. He texted me later, thank you so much. He was not annoying me or trying to see me again. It was a beautiful, respectful parting.
Nice. That's a beautiful story. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Did you finally find the one?
Oh, yes. I've been with my husband now.
How that happened? Did you find him online or it was
Match.com.
Match.com?
Mhm.
In Texas or in
In
Hawaii?
Hawaii, in
Oh,
Hawaii, and then he took me from Hawaii to Texas, and I always still complain about it. It's been almost 10 years since we are here. I still, Lexi, I'm gonna complain about it. He said, I know, I took you from Hawaii.
and what made him different out of all the guys? I went through a similar story than yours. I dated a ton of guys online. When I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, we have so many things in common. So, but what made you pick him or choose him?
Uh, I I was married before, so I was not on the agenda. I need to get married and have children or something. I was working on myself
Right.
to overcome this global epidemic of women hating men. It's all men's fault. They did this, patriarchy did that, we are blah, 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 blah. There is so much anger at men.
So
And
much.
I saw I had it too.
Okay.
After everything my father did and war, and war is a male business. They kill us, right? So I had all the justification to hate men,
Mm.
but I didn't want to give this burden to my little heart. Hating 50% of population,
Yes.
I cannot do this.
It's a full-time
Not to
job.
myself, not to my little heart. No, I don't have enough heart to hate 50% of people. So I embark on the path to learn to respect men. And I would go on all these dates and I would tell men, I'm not ready to date. I'm not ready to have relationship. I want to learn to respect you. I want to learn to dig the gold. And my criteria was not tall, dark, and handsome Italian millionaire, blah, blah, blah. It was honest,
Right.
loving, willing, and organic. Organic means good for the long run.
Okay.
Not a whiskey boy, water boy. A man can be water. I need water for everything. Shower, drinking, cooking. I need water. A whiskey may give me high, but no, thank you. Right?
Right.
So I wanted these qualities. And I wanted to train me to appreciate and recognize these qualities first. And when I was dating all these men, he was the most willing. And
Mm.
he would always show up as the most willing, as the most willing. And that's when he won.
Oh, I love it. Love it. Love a good love story. I'm a sucker for love stories. Thank you so much, Helena. This has been delightful, delicioso. And I know you have a gift for our viewers. Would you mind to talk a little bit about it?
Yes. The gift is Love Glitch Matrix. It's very important to use it when you are dating and when you are in a relationship. It's
Oh,
not
great.
just a dating tool. It's a matrix that whenever you have any relationship problem that starts with why is he not calling me back? Why are we fighting all the time? Why am I still single? Why are they not good men? You take the question and you put it through the matrix. Matrix shows you all possible answers to that question. And there are only 5. And you don't just like, oh, here's the answer. No, no. It's a meditative process in which you sit and you take the question through the first element, through the second, through the third, and you sit with each one and you look at yourself naked, not for real, but you look at your real, okay, I like to say men are weird, but I also think that I am weird. Men are this, but I am too. You take through all of these 5 elements, and then you get so much peace. And to come back to that seeking understanding.
Right.
Love glitch matrix. Whenever there is any glitch in your love life, the matrix will help you to seek understanding instead of find a progression.
Right. Oh,
Progression is not regenerative for a long run.
right.
Progression is just like, oh, let's do. You want something sustainable and better regenerative. So if you go to helenasummer.com/matrix, you
I
will
will
get a
place
love
the
glitch
link
matrix.
underneath this video.
Okay.
So it's going to
Thank
be
you. Perfect.
really, really clear where they can get it underneath your biography. So Thank you so much. This has been amazing. Loved it. What a pleasure. Thank
Appreciate you. Thank you for doing this work. I know how hard it is to do summit.
you. Thank you.